Alright, welcome everybody to Summoner's Rift. This is going to be the last game of the group stage that we're going to be streaming, and then we're going to take a minute to figure out all the rest of the points and everything like that, and we will bring you what possible tiebreakers we might need to have. As it stands right now, I think I emphasized this quite a bit in pick ban phase, but this is a pretty important game. We have the Void Reapers versus the Fallen Angels. So if Void Reapers can pull out of this game and come out with a win, it'll be their shot for a chance at tomorrow.
Yep.
But as it stands right now, Fallen Angels are looking to stop them from doing that. And again, Fallen Angels on the blue side, Void Reapers on the right side. A pretty standard start, really. Not too much level 1. We haven't really seen any level 1 action today. It's all been very passive. Everybody just starting off pretty defensively. I think we're going to see a much more conservative game this game, as the stakes are a little bit higher. If Fallen Angels does lose it, then they will fall basically into contention and have to fight a third time for their chance to win, and that won't be the best situation considering they would have just lost a 2v2, or two games out of a series. So a lot of poking going down. The Lulu mid, one of my favorites. A pretty good counter, and they are just going at it right now. Yeah. I can definitely see an early kill happening in this lane in the mid here.
Yeah, and Elise probably has a better gank from the Rengar, but.
And you know, Rengar did steal the blue. So we do have a blue steal. Very good left one Wraith up. That's going to hurt Elise's jungle a lot.
Yeah, she's going to be very behind. And she does kind of need mana a little bit. Just so she can use some of her human abilities when she tries to clear the jungle.
Oh yeah, that has a big effect on her clear speed. Now she is rotating up top to try and find Rengar. And this could possibly be dangerous here. Rengar is going to look like Rengar's taking a safe path back. And she's just going to go ahead and counter jungle the Wraiths as a counter. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, everybody has chugged the potions and they are back to full health. Annie a little bit better out of that trade because she did start with the crystalline flask. In a Swain versus Shyvana matchup, it's going to be pretty decent, at least for the beginning, until Shyvana gets a little bit too tanky, and then Swain's not going to really do too much.
Yeah, but Elise is way behind him here.
Oh my goodness, there we go. Swain going to be taking up a lot of damage, forced to pull the flash. The repel comes in. She does have the red buff. If she can go into auto form, the human form, she can auto attack up. We'll keep the slow on, but she decides not to. Swain walks out of the gank. He does have teleport, so he can be right back at any time.
Yeah, still waiting for the first major move to come out. I think you're right, it will be a very passive game. No team wants to do too much.
I don't think anybody's going to go super hard here. I mean, there definitely is a lot at stake. The pressure definitely changes the way you play. I mean, there hasn't been very much pressure up to this point because it's just been like a fun free-for-all, everybody do whatever. And, you know, if you win, you win. If you lose, so what? It's a round robin. But now that we're into the last game, this is going to be the determining factor of where people sit.
This is essentially the first playoff game.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But Jinx playing it safe, just farming with rockets in the back row. And look, Rengar maybe looking at top, trying to get a little bit of a gank going. He has moved in up there. He is unseen. Hasn't been caught out by a ward yet. Shyvana's a little bit low, but, you know, she's reading the gank very well, actually. She's backed off quite a bit. Not going to do anything underneath the turret there, so better just to back off and play it safe.
Yeah, definitely. She does need to get a ward out there. Her trinket's coming up soon.
Elise coming in from the backside here. Trying to do maybe a lane gank. There is a ward, but it just timed out.
Yep.
And Nami was actually in the bush, so she can call that ward was just timed out.
As well as they have their own ward there.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Oh, and she just flashed
with
but
black
the
shield.
bubble was on. Hey, you know what? Some better safe than sorry, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta trust your support, but I know sometimes you can't. But
At the same time, she saw Elise and she panicked. But a summoner spell burn. We can call it a successful gank, the panic flash. And again, that's, people being really cautious. Not even want to take any chances for any possible way. I mean, an ebb and flow could have hit her or something like that. I don't know. But either way, Jinx flashes down, and Elise might try and make a circle around to maybe follow up with that.
they could do that, as well as Twitch can stealth behind if they really want to start a fight.
Shyvana in the top lane taking quite a bit of extra damage, has to flash away. Swain, level 6 now, doesn't have the burst damage to take her down, but definitely enough to bully her out of lane.
No, and that was possibly one of Swain's only chance to take down Shyvana, because once she gets ult,
She can just jump away.
Yep.
Absolutely, but he is up ahead in quite a bit in CS, so as long as he's keeping her somewhat down, it's not too bad. The binding comes through. Now, Explicit taking quite a bit of extra damage. He expunged before full stack, so he needs to be careful here. She's going to heal for the last one, but Nami, good ebb and flow, keeps him alive.
and Twitch doing very good. He held his heal. He did not heal.
He didn't heal. He didn't care.
He knew exactly, when he had to heal, and he knew he didn't have to. But if he takes another auto attack, he's definitely gonna have his finger on the button.
Yeah, no, I think he would be, because he's sticking around for sure. One binding, and he's going to be out for the count. At least we can wait a couple seconds on that one, huh?
Yeah.
Elise is coming
The
bot,
gank's coming
looking
in.
for a gank, but she's going to be spotted out by a ward. They haven't pinged her yet, and they're acting like it's not a big deal. Explicit, you're moving up super close for how much health you have. Here comes the full heal. The exhaust is on to Jinx. First blood goes on to Morgana. The binding does hit, and the kill
And Twitch
comes in.
gets the
Back
kill,
to
which is
Twitch!
big.
He gets the quill for the poison. Oh, I don't believe that. Wow.
He is a very happy camper right now, even though he died.
Happy camper indeed. Switch out, get the neurotoxin on him. There you go. Flashes forward. She's going to walk out. Lulu in the mid lane gets hit. One last hit from Rengar. She falls down too, and a nice gank. A good, that is a terrifying gank. Rengar and Tibbers. Here comes the
Jinx
ultimate.
ult.
It's not going to hit though. Oh my god, it does it! No way!
It looked a little off on the mini
It
map.
did look a little bit off, but that is a dead center hit. Oh, beautiful.
Okay, well that just went from worth for Fallen Angels to worth for Void Reapers.
Yeah, the Void Ripper's definitely coming out worth there. Can we make a highlight reel? I think we finally got our first ultimate worth showing.
Yeah.
Oh, I take that back. There was a Nami wave a little bit earlier in one of our first games today. Some good trading for damage up in the middle lane here. And Shyvana gets hit. Now she's probably going to have the Dragon's Descent away. We'll see.
She's good.
Yeah, no, she's doing all right. But so much damage coming out of Swain there.
Yeah, he's just bullying her like he only has 2 Doran's rings, so I'm surprised he has that much mana. You think he'd be a little bit lower.
Yeah, that's the only problem I have. But every time I tried to play Swain, I was like, oh wait, I don't have any mana, like ever. Yeah, some serious props to Z Rafflecopter. Bringing in one of the best snipes of today. And he's got red buff too, which is even worse. Ooh, a nice binding. This is going to be Explicit going down for sure. Really good chain of crowd control there. The binding lands, then the chompers. More than enough to finish off the kill. And Fallen Angels need to kind of take a second and pace themselves, because Jinx is 2-0 now with 3 kills in the bot lane. They gotta be a little bit careful that this game doesn't pull away from them too quickly.
Yeah, and they're gonna get a free dragon here too.
Yeah, this is the first dragon before like 16 minutes we've seen today.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and we're going to get a kill on Nami as well. She is slowed by red buff. She's going to get away with Ebb and Tide, but the shackles are coming through. Can they get the kill on to Jinx? Nope, but it goes to Morgana. Kill is a kill nonetheless.
Yep, kill secured.
Kill secured, and Lulu standing way in the back here. Has to pop her ult. Annie. Wow, Lulu actually turns it around onto Rengar, and she might even be able to get out of this. Oh, not so much.
Flash.
Well, she does pull a really good turnaround on Rengar. Like, under pressure,
definitely.
Annie walking towards her. She had enough calm to...
Annie missed her stun too, I believe. I think she hit a minion.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if that was the actual stun or if it was just a cue to prep the stun, but either way, probably should have used it on to use it on the final there. But Lulu being down again, that's the second time Annie and Tibbers have teamed up on that turret, which means it's going to be going down.
Yep. And there it goes.
And Annie just picked up a needlessly large rod, obviously, so she's just going to try and run around and gank lanes probably and just global people.
Yeah, tons of damage coming out. Swain working on that Roa.
He's almost got it completed here.
He needs 700 gold to complete it.
Yep, so he's about 400 off, maybe another couple minutes up in the lane. I mean, with the free CS, basically, he's getting, as long as he hits it all, he's going to have that in no time. Almost 40 CS over Shyvana right now. And they're a little bit late to the party, clearing out the pink ward. Oh, they still know when Dragon's up now, Nat.
Yeah. Push needs to be careful here.
Rengar's been sitting a lot around mid. He hasn't come bot once, and to the credit, Fallen Angels have a pretty decent job of warding. They've got both bushes under control, so the bindings aren't going to be coming from there, so the really only option is going to be coming from deep in the jungle.
Yep, looks like they're gonna go for a fight here.
Looks like it. Explicit doesn't... He uses the minions very well, kind of dodges around the side. But there is a Lulu here in speed up. Now Lulu's slow. Oh, she jumps into the bush for the ultimate. Not quite what she wanted there, but they might be able to get it onto Morgana anyway. Here we go. The binding just barely misses. If we have an expunge, poisons will do it.
Yep. And Annie... Ooh.
Meanwhile, she dodges the Tibbers and the DFG, but it seems like it hit her anyways.
Yeah, it looks like it still did damage.
Still taking damage. One more auto attack, and goodbye.
That was odd. I'm sure he's going to be a little salty
And
after
Shyvana, well, sorry, you can't get out of a bush. I can't run through the bush to get away from a Rengar, so nowhere else to run up there.
that. Yeah.
That was interesting. It definitely looked like she dodged the damage, but when she came down, the damage was applied. So maybe she didn't. It just looked like it.
Yeah.
Either way, a little bit of a misstep in the bot lane, but not too bad. About a 5,000 gold lead, though, in the favors of Fallen Angels, and they got to be a little bit careful. Nice binding. This should be a kill here. Oh, the ebb and flow steals it.
It happens.
It secures it, I should say, like a good support should.
I don't think I don't think she needed a heal right there. Twitch would easily pick that up, regardless of that heal or not.
Rengar and Swain hanging out in a bush. They know they're there, though, even though it wasn't warded.
I think that the spider lane revealed them.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Binding comes whiffing by. Enjoying the water spirit Nami. Good CS though from the mid laners, both at 105.
Wow, yeah, they're way ahead of everybody else.
Dead even.
Besides the 80 carries, 80 carries.
Despite how much fighting they've been doing, I'm really impressed with their ability to be able to CS under the constant pressure and roaming that they've both been doing.
Lulu has 2 deaths. And still the same amount of CS of someone with no deaths. So
Yeah.
it's hard to say who has the better CS. I guess Lulu actually technically does. Lulu could have so much more.
That's true. That's very true. Well, Swain just shoving up the lane. Shyvana's having to build a lot more magic resist early. And Twitch going in really hard. He is the solo kill. Not going to be able to do very much there. Looks like you're just going to have to go on to the Morgana. And Morg should be dying here pretty shortly as well.
Yep.
Nami going to pick up that kill as well.
Yep, and Twitch getting an assist, not the worst thing. But he kind of started that fight a little bit early.
Yeah, it was too soon.
I mean, he did have the Bork, so maybe he was just hoping he could lifesteal a lot. But
Unfortunately, up against the Morgana and a Jinx. That's the end result. I mean, he did a good job. We have a teleport coming in from Swain. He's right behind them. He's going to try and pinch off all three of them here, but we'll see what they can do. They're on a ward. And they definitely have a positional advantage. We're going to see what they actually do. The Flash Timber stun. Nami just gets evaporated.
What they They're just splitting damage here.
Yep, and my god, the damage from Annie right now is absolutely out of control.
Gets the kill though. Twitch is coming in, but he's a little too far behind.
Yep, Twitch is maybe going to be able to pick off something. He's going the wrong way, not to do anything there.
Yeah, he popped his stealth earlier to get the movement speed, but wasn't going to be able to get there in time.
Annie is doing quite a bit of damage right now. I mean, it's pretty obvious that she's going to global support, but the same amount of damage turned over on Elise as well, who's now having to pick up a Negatron cloak to kind of match that, and then a second dragon for Void Reavers.
And Twitch might be a little bit too far.
A little bit too far on the zap there.
Alright, gonna sweep that ward. That's good. I mean, their red jungle is so warded right now. Elise isn't gonna be able to come help them without her being spotted.
Shyvana now went down to the bot lane. Gonna try and make some sort of a play.
I don't mind that. I don't know if they know.
Oh my gosh, Lulu just evaporated. She just got destroyed, man, in a matter of seconds. The typical DFG, not even a flash. Unfortunately, the first hit misses. He's gonna try and jump on there. Maybe if he can get his resets here, we'll see. He flashes the cocoon.
Interesting.
Flashes the cocoon to get the extra.
And
they're
stuck here.
And this is not looking too good. Fallen Angels having a little bit of trouble organizing themselves. The zap, good dodge by Explicit, but is he gonna be able to get away from that one?
Yeah,
Rengar now. He's got a team at jungle
running
Rengar.
through the bush.
Yeah.
I mean, Rengar would hit the bush anyways, but
Of course. Swain's still in the top lane, and that's 3 kills. 3 more kills from Void Reavers.
yeah, this one's looking like it could be over. I'm not gonna say for sure, but people keep getting caught out. The preemptive ult there.
Well, that's all right. Give yourself a little bit of health, because it was maybe just a second ago that she got completely comboed.
Yep.
They're not sitting in the bush anymore.
Oh, here comes
There they go. The Nami ulti helps through, hits all 4 members. They're slow now. A nice Nami bubble gets another 3 members. But at this point, they're so far ahead, they're just going to be able to keep kiting back and out. Jinx has great positioning, picks up a double kill here in just a second.
That little
4 for 1.
Yep.
Probably not in the best worth there. You know, Nami had some really good crowd control, but again, the Annie is so far ahead. She's putting so much damage down across all members. It's going to be rather difficult to bring this game back under control.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Swain, epic fight with the blue buff.
Yep.
Got it.
He definitely wanted a blue. Being Swain top, you know you're not gonna be able to get a blue.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, he got one. He found it.
His team being way ahead allowed him to go in there and just get one.
What is Nami? Is Nami even a fish anymore? What kind of a creature is that?
It's a fish. It's a mermaid. I don't know.
It's a mermaid-like fish thing?
Yeah.
Got a weird tail. Alright. Interesting. They have a dragon, a rat, a spider, a fish,
A pixie.
and this thing. Whatever you want to call Lulu.
A yordle.
A pothead, maybe?
Here we go.
Read the lore, right?
Swain's
Alright,
gonna
up in the
have
top lane, Swain's getting into a
Ooh,
little bit of a
failed
fight.
Cocoon though.
Cocoon doesn't land. An early Banshee's Veil from Shyvana doesn't offer much tankiness, but it will stop Annie from at least globaling her.
Looks like we're gonna see another
Now
big
they're just
team
going to
fight
try and
here.
force down the turret a little bit. Cocoon doesn't quite hit. And here comes the siege. Now, the siege isn't really that good. Oh, here we go. And drop the Tibbers. She actually gets out of there as long as nobody blocks the repel. Oh, what a save from the ultimate. Very well done, but now there's nothing left for Rengar to go on. Here we go. Nice
Oh,
kiting
Twitch.
back, but a nice.
Why did he run?
Oh,
back
the rotating is so good. Shyvana, you're so late to the party with a super late teleport. I don't know if you're going to be able to get anything off of that. If she Dragon Descents right now, she'll be able to get the kill. She runs into the wall, though. And some good auto attack moving here. We'll see. Ooh, a flash over the wall. Z Raffleclofter playing out of his mind right now, man.
Yeah, it's doing really good.
And there was some really good microing in that last fight. I mean, a really good team fight. Everybody kind of just jumping up, flashing into the middle, trying to get as much damage coming
Twitch
across
had
there.
really good positioning too.
Yeah, he
Sort of
did.
at the
He-
beginning of that, but
he
then he
HUD.
ran back in.
Yeah, he hit right around the corner there. I mean, at that point, once he took down Rengar, he didn't have anywhere to go. But at the end of that trade, 10-22, with a massive gold lead, 5 turrets to 0, all in favor of Void Reavers. They also have 2 dragons under the belt, I believe, as well.
Yep.
Yep. So it's going to be a tough hill to climb back. Now, what this would basically mean is that if they end up winning this game and coming out of it, which at this point, it's going to be hard to resist them. It's going to be hard to stop them. They're going to be going into a 3rd game tiebreaker, which would essentially be a single, just a quick single elimination 1v1. Will flip first side, and whichever team comes ahead out of that will be moving on tomorrow for day 2.
The team has slain the dragon.
And we see Elise getting hit up again. Annie, a flash Tibbers onto 2 members. They're falling down. This looks like the end of the game here. Annie gets a triple kill just coming in. Tibbers are going to gladly tank that turret for him as the minions show up. Rengar flashes over the turret, just a little bit of style. I think the game is definitely pretty much over here. We should be seeing the rest of them push the rest of the base here. Just another seconds, and there comes the surrender. GG to Void Reapers. Good job on bringing it back around. Now, we're going to have to go to another game
Well,
in just a minute here.
we'll be right back, and we'll update you guys on the final scoring so we can figure out who
Yep, we're going
plays
to go
who.
figure it all out here. So give a couple minutes, and we'll